Hello everyone, my name is Angelita and this video is going to fulfill the debate assignment of speaking for academic purposes class. The motion is this House regrets the glorification of online learning during pandemic. We all know that pandemic has been going for months starting in the early months of 2020. COVID-19, the disease that caused by the novel coronavirus, is making everything shut down. Everyone were quarantining and forced to stay home and do everything remotely from home back then. Places such as workplace, schools, malls, parks, and everything is closed due to preventing the distribution of this virus. And then in June 2020, the government legally declared about the new normal regulation. People are allowed to do their activities again like they used to before the pandemic with certain strict health regulation. Many places are reopened and adjusting to the system, except the school institution. Government believe that places such school can be the #1 cause of the virus distribution. This comes to the final decision that school will be done remotely from home until the unspecified time. And of course, we cannot do anything against this, but we need to stop glorifying online learning because we cannot deny that this online learning has so many disadvantages, especially for them who cannot easily access this and adapt to this regulation. And now you ask me, how come this online learning have so many disadvantages? First, not everyone is accessible to this online learning. It is such a privilege for us who have easy access to do this whole online learning things, who is living in a place, in an area that have many easy access to do this online learning. And based on the data that I got from the population census 2019, almost 46% of Indonesians live in the area that is not really internet accessible, or we can access the internet easily. Not only about the internet access that we need to consider, but also for them who don't even have the media to do this online learning. They may not have the main tools that are needed for the online learning, such as basic things such as computer, laptop, or phone. And maybe the local government provide this media for them, but I can guarantee that it will be very limited and not as useful. Another thing is that online learning is not effective. Students hold bigger responsibility for themselves to understand all the materials. There are bigger possibility for them to not meeting their goals they have set by the end of semester, or even failing their classes. Because in this case, no one can force them to learn. Instead of understanding the material that the teacher or the lecturers gave, they tend to spend all this time trying to do the assignments and submit it before the deadlines. These things actually will tire them out and even develop the stress level even more. For them who have problems with the time management especially, they will do more procrastination, and it will be really hard for them to set time limit each day for this online learning. They can do their assignments and everything for full day 24/7, only doing their school works. This is definitely unhealthy. Also, they can't really interact with the teachers and the other student as much. Discussion through the virtual meeting and the physical meeting is very different. Physical meeting, of course, will give bigger chance to them to interact with people more and more. Using the data from nosignificantdifference.org as indicator of the effectiveness of online learning, it is proof that about 92% of online education students find that online learning is not better than the traditional face-to-face education. This sum up that, of course, face-to-face traditional learning is way more effective to many individuals. As I mentioned before about the stress levels, online learning can also lead students into mental health issues. This is not something unusual. Many of students suffer from this. The pressure that they have and the actual knowledge they obtain during this period is not something healthy for their mental health. Anxiety, stress, depression are the top 3 diagnosed mental health issues that is dealt by many students, which we all know if these things are not taken care very professionally, it can head up to the self-harm and suicidal behavior. Not to mention that this can actually affect students' physical health. All of that mental health issues can lower their immunity, subjecting them to the illness. And it's not actually just common illness like cold or anything. And according to the study that people with high levels of self-reported distress, they are found to be 32% more likely to die of cancer. Depression has been associated with heart disease. These are not trivial effects, they are life-altering and destructive. Thus, to sum everything up, I really think that these issues should be taken seriously. The glorification of online learning can be easily denied by knowing the fact that online learning is not very accessible for everyone, it's not as effective, and it also can affect students' mental health and physical health. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.